Hi everyone, today we will have lesson number 6 and also we are going to study regular irregular verbs and past simple tense forming suffix ed. If you are ready, let's get started. Now look at the photo and what do you know about your grandparents? Discuss the following questions with your partner to practice speaking. For example, when and where were they born? What were their jobs? What did or do they like? Now grammar spot. To make past, we add ed to regular verbs. Example, we played a game. We wanted or I wanted to learn. They watched a film. He showed us his video. This form is the same in all persons for I, you, he, she, it, we, they. For example, I worked, you worked, he worked, she, we, they worked in Andijan for many years. Now read the text and complete it with the verbs in the box and change its right form. Now let's check your answers. Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussauds Waxworks Museum is one of the London's most popular tourist attractions. You often see long queues of people waiting to visit their favorite lifelike stars, from Star Wars characters and the US President to Prince William and Kate. It's amazing that in our technologically advanced world, people still want to touch and stand next to models made of wax. It takes 4 months to make a model and costs about £115,000. And there are Madame Tussauds museums all over the world, from Hollywood to Beijing. So where and when was the museum born? And who was Madame Tussauds? Now, read the text B and answer the following question. The questions are where and when was she born? Who was Philip Curtis and what could he do? Were Mary and her mother Paris in 1766? And next question, why was Mary frightened? Now read the text C, complete it with the past form of the verb in the box. Let's check your answers. Philip Curtis died in 1794 and Mary inherited his waxworks. 1 year later she married Francis Tussauds and 2 sons were born. But the marriage was not successful. In 1802, Mary moved to England with waxworks and her son Joseph Francois stayed in France with the other son. Mary couldn't speak a word of English, but she worked hard and she started touring the country with her models. She visited over 70 towns in 33 years, and the English were fascinated by the wax masks of dead French aristocrats. In 1835, she opened her first museum in Baker Street, London, and she worked there until 1842. She died in London on 16 April and 1850, and she was 88. In 1884, her grandsons moved to the museum. To Mary Le Bon wrote, where it still exists today. Now complete the questions with the correct form of the verbs from the text. Let's check your answers. When did Philip Curtis die? Who did Mary marry? Now let's check your answers. When did Philip Curtis die? Who did Mary marry? How many children did she have? When did she move to England? Did she speak English? Where and when she opened the first museum? Did she die in London? How old was she? Irregular verbs. Irregular verbs don't add ed to make past form. They have special form in the past tense. Ya'ni noto'g'ri fe'llar o'tgan zamon shaklini yasashda ed qo'shimchasini qabul qilmaydi. Ularning mustaqil o'tgan zamon shakllari mavjud. Here we will see some examples. Go, went, give, gave, win, won, take, took, begin, began, make, made, come, came, meet, met, spend, spent. For example, I go to school every day. Men har kuni maktabga boraman. I went to school yesterday. Men kecha maktabga bordim. Complete the sentences with the verbs in the past simple. Look at the list of irregular verbs if necessary. Now let's check your work. My parents met in Andijan in 1996. They married in 1999. I arrived late for the lesson. It began at 2 o'clock. I came to school by bus today. It took 40 minutes. We went shopping this morning and I spent too much money. My new jacket costed a fortune and I paid £150 for it. Our football team won the match by 3-0. Your team lost again. My mom made me a fabulous birthday cake and she gave me £50 to buy clothes. I studied French for 4 years, but when I went to France, I couldn't understand a word. Now you can check your work with this text. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.